emerged and it even went into the palace as a form of entertainment for the emperors. And that was many, many hundred years ago, but what has that got to do with India today? Because it came to Singapore. And why did it come to Singapore? Because the forefathers and the great-grandfathers of the Chinese, they wanted a better living for themselves. So they had to leave their country to seek out a better living. They came to Malaysia, they came to Hong Kong, they came to Singapore. And they brought along the culture with them. After a day of hard work in Singapore, they wanted some form of entertainment. So what do they know what to do? No movies, no iPad, no iPod, no iPhone, no television, no radio. So what to do? They brought along their culture and they started singing. They started bringing along what they know back in the homeland and what they do during their free time and their rest time. And that is some kind of a singing, operatic kind of singing. And after a while, they felt that, yeah, we don't have money, no sets, no props, never mind, we just act. We just sit down, in a gathering and then we act. Just like when you go to Little India, you see all the Indians gather together, right? They sit around the grassland anywhere. So these Chinese also did the same thing. And because they think of their homeland, I cannot go back to China, but I want to have a kind of the same type of living habits that I have in China. So among them, they practice some kind of operatic performances, and it soon emerged as a small group of them would gather, and then they will go on stage. And these are the makeshift platforms, as you have seen in street operas, right? Have you seen street wayang before the chang 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 chang? Chang, right? Yeah, you see them, and now you have lesser and lesser of them. Very good, you know the chang. Good. Now. And today, for operas, they have even gone into the theatres because more people learn how to appreciate opera. And some of them, they invite professional groups from China. In Singapore, you don't have professional groups. Semi-professional maybe. Okay, we have a lot of amateur groups. People learn opera through interest. And we have many dialect groups in Singapore. Can anyone name me what kind of dialect groups we have in Singapore? Hokkien, yes, Hokkien opera. What else?
China.
No, China is a country. Dialect. Hainanese opera, Bagos. What else?
Chinese.
What?
Chinese.
Chinese. Okay, Chinese as in Mandarin opera, Beijing opera, and Shanghai Yueji is in Mandarin. Good. What else? Japanese is no. Different opera. What else? Dialect group. Huh? You have Hainanese, you have Hokkien. What else? Teochew opera. 5 already. What else? One last one. Cantonese. Now we have 6 different kind of dialect opera groups in Singapore. Cantonese, Teochew, Hokkien, Hainanese, Beijing opera, Shanghai Yueji. And we give a little present to this little. And this gentleman too, Lashi, he has given many right answers.
Sorry.
Yeah. So in Singapore we have 6 kind of dialect opera groups. And in the early days, the operas are performed on platforms. But today they have even gone into the theatres. And in opera, since it's a poor man art, you have no sets and props. And what to do? I want to show I'm going into the door, going into the house. I want to show I'm on a mountain top. How do I show that? Because opera is actually acting out a story. It's just like wayang kulit. You are acting out the story, but here you have real people wearing costume to act out the story. So what do? In opera, the props and sets are very simple. A table and a chair is a must. Curtains, very easy, only cloth. Costumes, they don't have money, so they use the minimal sets and props. The table can represent a bed. The table can become a mountain. The table can be a platform to show you that it is 3 stories. And this is the simple sets and props. Later we will show you how these simple sets and props are being used to display the different kind of scenarios. And in opera, one unique characteristic is that how to show that you are a bad person, you are a good person, how?
Yeah.
Paint their faces. They also wear masks. Some form of operas they wear masks. But they paint their faces. When the face is painted gray, what sort of a person are you? Huh? Angry? No. Bad? No. No. When your whole face is painted black, let's talk about black. Now, you remember there is one character on television whose face is painted all black. Who's that? No, that is Justice Bao. Okay, in operas, when the face is painted all black, it means that you are very righteous, very loyal, and you clearly, distinctly know what is right and wrong, and usually it is a judge. And the prominent one that is represented is Justice Bao Qing. No one else can paint their face black like that. Huh? When your face is painted white, what sort of character are you? Very crafty, a very wild and very sly person that is always scheming. Bad person. But when it's painted red, very good. You know who is Guan Gong? Guan Gong is the one that is represented and even adored and worshipped. Adored and worshipped in Hong Kong. No, in Hong Kong, Guan Gong is actually worshipped in police stations and in most of the police stations because Guan Gong represents a very righteous and loyal person. No, adore. You adore and you worship the person. Okay. Now the next one is that you have even people's faces painted in blue and purple. Blue and purple represent. Okay, the blue represent those not the mainstream warriors, but they are good people. But they are actually maybe gangster hate, but good gangsters, not bad gangsters. Gangsters only have good and bad. And purple represents someone who is easily angry, but good. Okay, not the police force people, but they are good gangsters. But they are very bad and hot tempered. Purple face. But what if the face is painted gold and yellow? Gold and yellow how? Bagus. These are the gods and the deities. So you see the different color faces painted in opera represent different kind of people. Why? Because I cannot go on stage and say, I am a good person. How do you know I'm a good person? But I show you by painting my face in the color that I want. But the normal general scholars and the sheng and the female actors and actresses, they do not paint their face in colors. It's only for very specific characters, then they are painted. So now in opera, there are certain characteristics of opera. First thing is that you do not have a lot of sets and props being used. And second thing is that they paint their faces to represent the different kinds of characters in a play. That is the characteristic of opera. And in operas, you will realize that they make use of, they have simple sets and props. They also have things to represent horses. I cannot bring a horse on stage. So how do I represent what is a horse? What is a horse? Now, I will show you what is a horse. This is my horse. This is my horse. Because I cannot bring the horse on stage. So I am on the horse. My horse is going to eat. This is how I beat the horse. Hit the horse. Now this is my horse on stage. Okay? This is the horse on stage. And horses and opera characters, they also have colored beards. Apart from the colored faces, they also have beards in different colors. Usually, when they have a red beard, they will have a red horse. A black one, a black horse. This one belongs to the cowherd, multicolored. You know what's a cowherd? Yeah, someone who looks after the cattle, the cows. This is a cowherd, 牛郎. Okay? Now in operas, you also have a lot of equipment in terms of spears. Because a lot of pugilistic movements are being shown. Okay, these are all the kind of things that during fighting. You understand? So this is a spear. This is a spear for fighting. Later you will have a chance to do that. Okay? This is a spear. Yes.
What is the difference between opera and
English Western opera is more singing. Okay? They also have acting, but they are done in modern costume. The style of singing is already very different. But in traditional opera, costumes play a very important part. And most of the acting, the display of emotions and all this are displayed through the water sleeve. They call it the water sleeve, but we don't play with water. This is what you call water sleeve. The sleeve can represent and show you the emotions of the character. So this is the water sleeve. Later, Wang Ping 老师 will show you. If you are angry, how do you show that you are angry? If I don't like you, how do I show that I don't like you? You see, this is water sleeve. Teacher Wang Ping will show you later. She is a professional teacher. Yes, this is Tian 老师 and that's teacher Wang Ping. Okay, now in opera, you also have to remember one thing, that the characters on stage use a lot of pugilistic movements to show. When you are climbing up the stairs, you cannot have the stairs there and then you start climbing. No, you have to use movements, body movements to show the audience, to tell the audience what you are doing. So this is the fourth characteristic of operas. So you realize that through singing, you tell the story, through body movement, you tell the story, through your simple sets and props, you also tell the story. Okay, you understand? Now, anything you want to ask me about opera? What? You know about opera? Yes. Ninja. China doesn't have ninja. Japan has ninja. But China has a lot of pugilistic people. Yes, I know ninja is fighting throwing the star, right? Yes, I know that. Okay, shall we show you some demonstrations on using the scarves, the water sleeve, and the spears, and the horse also? Shall we invite Wang Ping 老师?
Yes.
This is Wang Ping 老师. She's a professional teacher. Okay.
Welcome to Singapore.
Later you will have a chance to, handle the sets and props. Some of the simple ones. Yes, she can sing it. Yes, she's a professional teacher. Well. Okay.
你们看这是什么？知道吗？
What is this called? Is this your handkerchief?
No.
And what is this? Your bathrobe? No, for washing hair, right?
No.
What is this? What is this?
我不知道。
Guess, guess, guess. Okay, guess. No. What is this thing? This piece of thing? Glove.
Tissue paper.
Glove. What is this? Allah, so small. Cannot. No. I'm so hot. I'm so hot. This is kind of handkerchief.
对，这是手绢啊，手绢。还有在台上表演的时候呢，如果感到很热，还有点好啊，这样可以这样。